Hi, welcome back to Mighty Little Green Machine. So I'm here to quote a job for a customer, and I'm going to take you along with me and show you what I'm looking at. The customer wants me to widen this back out again, fill it in, and add a drainage section so that it drains the water off it so it stops washing it out. They use this for bringing their tractor up. It's actually a ride-on mower up from their shed, and I'll show you as we get down there. So they want me to break a road. We're going to do it 60 inches wide, which is the width of the bucket on my tractor. And the plan is to level it out, add some drainage, and then bring in crushed stone and place it down around so they have a little road. They used to have a little path here, but they want to make a more permanent one. This year we've had a lot of rain, and so it's washed it out. So today the customer actually cut down some of the trees. I'm gonna have to cut back some more so the tractor can fit down in here. This one's gonna be a little bit challenging because of the width and the overhang of the brush. But I'm here to take some measurements and then put together an estimate. And what I'll do is I'll show you guys how I came up with my estimate and the material needed and the costs and all that. So I'll be back later. Thank you.
Okay, so I've measured the site and I use a wheel measurer. The one I use is from Crescent Tools. It's got a larger 12-inch wheel, so it rolls better over the rough surface. I've had smaller wheeled ones in the past, but they just don't work as good. They keep bouncing and they don't measure the distance as well. I will put a link to it in the bottom underneath this. So I came up with a total distance from the road to the shed of 100 feet. And this is the drawing that I created. And if you look at it, so what I did was I broke it up into parts based on kind of what I was going to be doing. So from the road to where it needs to widen out past there's a retaining wall is 38 feet. Um, Actually, that's wrong. It's 38 feet from where it widens out to the shed. You can see in the drawing. So the 38 you see in the drawing, which is up in there, is this is from the shed, and that widens out to 8 feet. So I started there. Then I measured how long do I need to put a drainage pipe in to bring the water from the road down into the woods. They're getting a tremendous amount of erosion from the road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 30 feet of drainage pipe. I'm going to dig down 10 inches. I'm going to put in crushed stone in the base. I'm going to put the pipe in, and then I'm going to fill it full of crushed stone. So I need 30 feet of drain pipe. I'm going to rototill the whole area to loosen it up so that I can level it better. And then I'm going to use the landscape rake to level the area and maybe the box blade. I'm not sure yet. And then I will spread the gravel all the way down and level that out. So here's how I broke it out. And I will let you know after I do the job, because I'll be videoing the job anyway, whether I came out okay on top or not. So to install the drainage, I came up with about 2 hours. That's to take the backhoe, dig a 30-foot trench, drop the pipe in, put the rock in. Remove extra brush, I figure an extra hour or so. To rototill the area, I figured 2 hours, which is probably a little much, but I think I underestimated on the stone, so I left that alone. To level the area, I figured another 2 hours, and to install the crushed stone and get that smoothed out, I figured another 2 hours, which comes a total of 9 hours. I used a crushed stone calculator to figure out how much stone I needed. I figured a 4-inch base, and based off the measurements, I came up with 3 tons for the drainage. I came up with 7.5 tons for the top of the project, so down to where it widens out, and then another six tons of stone down to the shed, and I'm going to widen their road right. I'm going to make it the same width as their shed door so they can come out and go up it. So it's a total of it's 16.83, so 17 ton. Um, and then 30 feet of corrugated pipe. I'm going to use I think it's a 4-inch or a 6-inch pipe to put that drain. It's a 6-inch pipe to go ahead and put that drainage in. So that's what I started with. Okay, so this is the estimate that I presented to the customer. Now, I got this form out of Excel, and I just searched for estimates. The closest thing I could find was a construction estimate. So I modified the construction estimate to use for what I'm going to be doing with this business. And essentially, I laid out the hours. I'm calculated at $100 per hour. And the stone, which I had to buy a minimum of 18 yards, and I only needed 12. So I charged for the full 18. And then the drainage pipe, I had to buy 100 feet from Lowe's. And I only need 30, but I charged for the 100, so that's not costing me any money. So the entire estimate came out to be about $1,500. So I brought this down. I explained it to the customer. I actually walked through with them what I was going to do and how I was going to do it, and showed them all that. Now, I should probably mention at this point that my expenses are going to be pretty low on this one because this job is actually on my street. I have been advertising on Craigslist, and I have a website for my side work. And the way I got this job was I was unloading my new tractor, the 2025, off of the trailer. And she stopped and asked if I would do side work because she's been watching me do all this work at my own house with the tractor. So I ended up getting this one, or having her reach out to me. So I went down and I presented this to her. I explained it all. I walked through it with the customer, and she and her husband talked about it, and they decided to go ahead and have me do the job. So I'm pretty excited that the first one I quoted, I got the job. I don't know yet if I quoted it right. I feel like I'm probably pretty close, but these are the learning curves of starting a new business. If you have any questions about the things that I've showed you, or want to talk more about it, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section and let me know. But I'm scheduled to start this job in a couple of weeks to get it done. So I'm pretty excited about my first job. Thanks again for watching. And if you felt like that gave you any value in this, please hit like and subscribe.